Blog Talk Radio.
It's Cannon Baby coming with the heat. Got Endie Fiya playing in my speakers. Nikhil the host, girl in motion, all the way lit, airway smoking. You can call in, this phone lines open. Rockets are hot like we cooking the roast. Endie Fiya the GOAT, don't ask who the competition is, cause they standing alone popping. When you listen to here, you always get what you want. Interviews, artists, songwriters, authors, and entrepreneurs. Chopping it up with powerful icons who make her influence. Who keep it hotter, this is Endie Fiya. Blazing on yourself, tune in and catch the heat. It don't even matter where you at. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. Yeah, holy moly, this day heat. Got Nikhil in my speakers. Girl in motion, get on your feet. Endie Fiya blazing, please keep it coming every week. We too strong, we defeat the weak. Cannon Baby, super speed. We keep it turning to the T. It's too high. A fireman can't put it out 'cause it's too high. Endie Fiya. It's too high. A fireman can't put it out 'cause it's too high. Endie Fiya, yeah. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone. Entertainment, news, daily inspiration for everyone. For everyone, yeah.
What's good, guys? Welcome to a new week. If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nikia. How was your weekend? Yo, we are almost in the middle of September. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Like, I don't know where the time has gone. I can't believe it. It'll be December before you know it. And you know what December means, right? Like, we're really counting down. We have like 94 days before my daughter graduates from college. I know you're like 94 days. I know it sounds better than like 13 weeks and 7 days, you know what I'm saying, or 13 weeks and 6 days. It sounds better than that, you know what I'm saying? But we're super excited around here. And then my son has like 174 days before he graduates from high school. So we have these huge countdowns around here, and I have like 4 more months before I start school again. Yeah, I ain't even worrying about that. But yes, so major countdowns around here, and just and then Christmas, you know, Christmas, and then New Year's, and then my birthday, you know, so a lot of countdowns. We're really excited around here. So, how was your weekend? What did you do? Send me a quick message and let me know what you did this weekend, because I want to know. I want to talk about it. I want to know if you listened to new music. I want to know if you heard that new Sadrina FWM. Did you hear it? If you didn't, you're sleeping on it. You really are. I didn't get it in time for it to make rotation for tonight. I don't have her manager's sleeping. Really, she's asleep. I got it. I got it in my inbox, but I didn't get it so that I can get it in rotation for tonight. If that makes sense. Yeah. I got the unmastered version, so I can't play that. So when I get what I'm supposed to have, then of course we'll get it in rotation. All right. But go check out the visuals and tell me what you think about it. It's a banger. That's all I'm gonna say. It's a banger. Y'all know how Sabrina comes. You already know. We have not taken the time, and I feel I want to say, because I've just been doing so much, because I've streamlined my social media. I have not even taken the time to acknowledge what this month is. You all know that it is Suicide Awareness Month, and earlier this year they changed that very long number to make it very short, quick, kind of like a rapid response. And so I want to put that out there. The number's 988. You know, I've been heavy on this for a very long time now. Sometimes, you know, we have to be the voice for those who are sometimes do not have a voice themselves and who are crying out in silence. You know, sometimes we have to be that voice for those individuals. You have people that say at the last moment or after the fact, I never knew. Sometimes you have to recognize the signs. And maybe tomorrow we'll talk about the signs because I really don't have anything prepared. But I just want to put that number out. You can dial that number. You can text that number. If you need somebody to talk to, if you need an outlet and you just need somebody to talk to, the chat line is always there. Reach out. You know, if you feel like I'm not getting a response from my family, I'm not getting a response from my friends, you have that void in your life. You start going through, you know, depression like never before. The loneliness steps in. You know what I'm saying? 988. Just reach out. There's someone on the other side of that line waiting to talk to you, waiting to let you know that life has more value than you at that moment could ever even imagine. All right? And again, tomorrow I'm going to give you those signs to look out for. All right? But again, let me know what you did this weekend because I want to know. All right? We're back this month, moving forward, Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays. What time, guys? 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We don't even have to go through the time zones. We already know. We went through this at the beginning of the month. So you know if you're on the West Coast, that's 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right? So don't be late for your interview, all right, because I'm going to come looking for you, all right? All right, so tomorrow night, Zia Grover is here with us, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Thursday, Richie Evans is supposed to be here, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all cross your fingers. I haven't heard from Vic. I haven't heard from Richie. My expectations are not very high. We've been going through it with these guys for the past year, so you already know how that is. So standby artists, if you're available, make yourself known to me so I can go ahead and get you where you need to be so that you'll be here on time on Thursday the 15th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? All right. My guest this evening is none other than singer, producer, and songwriter, the gentleman of soul. He calls himself Sky Whatley. Over the past decade or so, there has been a lingering sentiment that hip-hop is dead. Well, fortunately for us, soul is still alive. And fortunately for the people that still believe in music from the heart that contains purity and expression, flaws included, artists like Sky Whatley. One of the greatest things about being an artist is the ability to change and become who you want to be. No one's music collection should only have one type of artist. An artist shouldn't be pigeonholed to sound one way. During his earlier years, Sky Whatley, previously gone by the name Nut Skywalker, had a sound that was coined as hood rock. Proof that rock and hip-hop aren't distant relatives at all, but very closely knit and related. Now, as all artists have a right to, Sky Whatley is seeking expression from his other love, soul music. Inspired by greats like Prince, Sly Stone, and even Steven Tyler of Aerosmith. This may be something that his initial fan base may not be aware of after his flute of popular songs like I'm Rich, or I'm Rick James, bitch, and Chevy Game featuring ex-Poison Clan member JT Money. When his Hood Rock project was released, Sky Whatley suggested that he wasn't making just an album, but a flip on the entire music industry. His new direction will incorporate soul with a gospel edge that proves that honest music doesn't have to lack on quality. Sky Whatley further admits that he makes his music with natural talent and adds no auto-tunes. In a time where real artists are too far in between and flash-in-the-pan hopefuls are on every Facebook page looking for a friend request, Sky Whatley has other plans as a singer, producer, songwriter, and with notable collaborations under his belt, including Fable, Lil Jon, Woody Mob, and B.O.B. 22 offers to be a year filled with new hopes for Sky Whatley, and his new music is going to reflect the sounds of his fan base, eclectic, energized, and unpredictable. And that's what real music is supposed to be. You get the opportunity, head over to the website at www.endiefiyaradio.com, and you can read the bio in its entirety. Endie Fiya listening audience, I present to you this evening my very special guest, singer, songwriter, and producer, a.k.a. the Gentleman of Soul, Sky Whatley.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are you this evening?
Great. It's the Gentleman of Southern Soul. Yes, Southern Soul. Sky Whatley.
My bad.
No, you good.
And you know what? I know that.
Hey, you know.
I got a combination of questions that talk all about Southern Soul. So let's back that up. Just a little bit. Guys, my very, very special guest this evening, singer-songwriter, and producer, the Gentleman of Southern Soul, Sky Whatley. All right? There we go. Let's get that right. Yes.
I appreciate
Soul.
the sister.
Yes, Southern Soul.
How is everyone doing today? Hello, world.
Yes, I'm doing great. I'm great. I'm a lot better than I was on my last show. You know, the Queen had just died, I believe, on last Thursday, and people was just jumping all on me, so I had to go off, you know, at the start of the show, and so I'm a lot better today. You know, I hope you're in great spirits. I appreciate the love that this entire community has been showing me. I've had the opportunity to talk, and so you're the first artist that I've had on the show since I had a very in-depth discussion with Yolanda last week about Southern Soul and all that is incorporated with everything that you all do when you go out and you perform. So I'm going to pick your brain just a moment before we talk about Sky Whatley, your music. I want to know from your perspective all about these trail rides, all right? Because Yolanda tells me I have to come and experience, you know, a festival and a trail ride. And where I'm from, we don't be out in the woods. And we definitely don't be sleeping in the woods, all right? So I want to know, what is a trail ride and exactly what goes on at these festivals? Is it just music, you know what I'm saying? The whole trail ride experience, like what is it all about? I know I got listeners who want to know what's about.
For me, it's getting back grounded to your roots. There's a deeper meaning with me. My love for it, first before the music side, is connecting, getting back grounded with your roots, right? The earth, in the wilderness, you know, people have stuff where they present stuff where they make from the land, you know, just getting grounded, getting, you know, good oxygen, trees and stuff out there, like going back to your roots for me, first of all. But it's more like a great time, like the biggest family reunion, that makes sense. People checking in on Friday, they bringing their trailers, their horses, their ATVs, their golf carts, everything setting up, vendors setting up. The music starts to play, and you hear the meat burning. The smell of the meat cooking and everything from Friday night. You hear from a harmonica to a guitar, singing, even just people who don't even sing for real, but just having a good time, laughter in the woods. Because a lot of times it'd be over 100 acres. You know, it's like spread out, thousands of people, man. So as far as you can see, it's lighting and good times. And that's all you hear is joy and laughter, right? Even in greeting and passing. It's a whole lot of love. I tell my people, I told an interview person one time, I was like, picture this, right? And I say this in the most respectful way, like when the slaves had been working all day on a weekend, and then the master would say, okay, y'all got tonight's night off, have yourself a good time, and then they cut loose, right? So picture that, like in that moment where everybody is no judgment, it's just like having a good time, dust piling up, and everybody's having a good time, showing love, smiling, laughing. You know, and it's just an experience, man. I think everyone needs to tap into it, and I think that's why it's growing so big. So anytime someone now goes to a trail ride, where I take them from the city to the trail ride. They like, oh my God. I took Big Gift from the Goody Mob to a trail ride, and that's my cousin, man. And he FaceTime CeeLo Green like, bro, I ain't never seen nothing like this, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like from the natural herbs they have out there, from medicine to everything like that, man. And he would FaceTime CeeLo like, bro, I never seen this. It's beautiful. So it's like a connection. Sometimes you have to tap back in, you know what I'm saying? Because we all grounded in these spaces where we had to overcome and interact and learn off the land. Because a lot of us here was already here. So this is our land.
Now, all of that, I'm for all of that. Before COVID, that was something that I wanted to do, just get back out into, I'm sorry, not even get back out, because I've never been an outdoorsy type. I'm from the city, so it's a different type of being outside, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I wanted to learn how to connect with nature before COVID, and I used COVID as an excuse to not be able to get into nature. And it wasn't until this year that it really clicked in my head that I did use that as an excuse, because think about it. You had to be 6 feet away from people. In nature, ain't nobody out there with you. You know what I'm saying? You use the fact that you were supposed to be quarantined inside, not with COVID, but I'm saying you had to be indoors. And if you're in nature, if you're in the woods, you're not by nobody unless you're, out there with somebody else, but you're not with nobody. So you use that as a crutch. You could have been out there exploring nature like you wanted to do. And so I'm for that, and as far as connecting, with the environment and getting back to the roots, I'm all for that. Now I'm a vegetarian, so I don't even do the meat thing. So you were talking about that, so I'm over here gagging, as you were talking about that. But to me, it's just when she said, people were bringing out RVs and their campers and the horses and sleeping in the woods. That's what kind of. I said, I'll check it with you on like Saturday. Like I can't do that whole, like is it a hotel nearby? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what got me.
But
but the more I talk to
look
people,
like hotels.
these
campers are nice.
You know what I'm saying? I seen them.
Man, you can see the things. I'm
really invested in this. I'm really invested. You know what I'm saying? So, she was telling me, giving me dates and everything. So I'm really, I gotta psych myself up. Because I'm coming. I'm coming.
It's
I'm
interviewing
enough artists.
To get you out.
Yeah. I'm interviewing enough artists that I really want to be on the scene. And you said connections. I really want to start the networking process. Because I feel like hip hop, R&B. That's our thing here. But we've interviewed August and September. We've interviewed so many soul and Southern soul and new country soul, artists that we need to be on, the map with you guys as well. So I'm excited. I really am.
Yes, indeed.
I'm excited.
It's a beautiful thing, man. Like I say, the experience is crazy, man. It's love. It's love, love, love.
Yeah, and we definitely need more of that on every level, every aspect. So I can't wait for my first trail ride. I can't wait.
Your distant cousin.
I'm sure of that. So let's get into this. Sky Whatley. When it comes to music, I ask this first question I ask everyone. Did you wake up one day and decide, I got a love for music. I want to be a music artist. I can do this. Or is it something that was, birthed in you? Were you drugged to church like I was and had to sing in the choir? And then, all of a sudden, I'm going to pursue a music career. How did it begin for you?
Like you said, church. My dad and his dad were all quartet singers. They still, until they passed. My dad's still alive. He still sings 60 years in the game. And my family always was in the quartet music business, from record labels. My cousin, they had Lee Williams signed to them, and a lot of different quartets. So I always was on the road. My dad, he started at like 6 years old, so I started singing around 6, 7, with quartet and choirs, of course. So that was our thing. That's all we knew. Like that was my I guess fun, you say. I played sports too, but like when I got to a certain age, and I was like, okay, this is working. So, and I made that decision then. This is what I want to pursue, right? But yeah, 6 years old, something like that, going to churches from church to church, city to city in the Southeast. That was our weekend. Friday we hit the road, we get back late Sunday night, early Monday morning, get ready for school and stuff like that. So that's what we did. So I get it from my bloodline. You know, my dad and his dad, all of our family, they still do it. Where I'm from, number quartet singers. Quartet is the cousin of Southern Soul. So Southern Soul on Saturday and Friday night, Sunday they in the church quartetting it. You know, the quartet, they say they're the bad boys of the church. You know, they smoke cigarettes, drink beer, go sing.
Yeah. I got a few of them in my family. Yeah, I know all about them. Yeah. Now speaking of Southern Soul, I want to kind of lay the foundation for maybe a listening audience member who maybe they even know what Southern Soul is. Maybe they've heard of like James Brown's soul music.
Right.
Tell that listening audience member, like, what is Southern Soul? What's the difference between like a Motown sound and Southern Soul?
So for me, Southern Soul is more bluesy with the soul elements, right? The storylines are blues storylines with more R&B, sometimes vocals or track beats rather. But you'll hear that Southern drawl in a lot of those artists. You know, the country is coming out of it could kind of bleed that Southern sound. But mostly, like I say, it's like an R&B and blues meeting, right, with soul. With the lyrics are more like bluesy to me. You have little funny, catchy things that you can do at the trail ride. You know, they like that. There's a lot of humor in it, some slick little lines here and there, wordplay. A lot of stories are like Broken Heart, my woman, you know what I'm saying, she changed me, like my son Bay changed me. Or it's like storylines like similar to blues, but the Southern Soul part is more of the vocal arrangement or how they set up the vocal arrangements and stuff. So in the track, they can be smooth, groovy tracks, but you will hear a little bit of that blues, that Southern blues sound, Mississippi Delta type of sound in the tracks here and there.
And now going from the hood rock to Southern Soul, how was that transition for you?
It was easy. I mean, because, like, I try to tell people all the time, the rock and roll, I think it came from quartet because at a certain time, our people could only play church music. So when we created rock and roll, you know, you look a little rich and stuff like that, they got that sound from the church. And so, like I said earlier, that's the drive and the riff with that lead guitar, that locking in, that drive, that, you know what I'm saying, that's all came from quartet. So like I said earlier, Southern Soul is a cousin of quartet. So hood rock, when I would do a drive, can I get a witness when I go to working on my rock stuff? I kept my style still in that quartet drive mode. That's how I won them over to get a laugh out of them and then take them back to church a little bit. But and it transitioned right over to Southern Soul because that's the cousin of quartet, and all music came from what I do and what I know out of the quartet. The rock came from the quartet. It was just, you know, it was taken over by not, you know, the higher ups, and they did their thing, but from the original part, the quartet learned those leads and running that bass line and the drums, taking that drive and locking in. So it tied in because they all came from the same source.
I want to get into your first track that we're going to play this evening that I see that it's getting just everywhere that I can look. People are talking about this song, and I don't remember who mixtape it was on, but it was like number 16 out of like 25 that mixtape. You know what track we're about to play?
They Changed Me.
All right. So, what was the creative process like for writing this track?
Having fun. I had a DJ mindset, so I have to get shout out to King George. So King George had a record, Stay Too Long, in the first line. You sing out here every night. I used to play with it like a DJ would, like you running it back, just playing with it. And then I was in the studio one day, I'm like, that sounds like it's cool. Let me just have fun with it, see what it do. And, you know, like every man, you know, women and men, whatever your preference is, want that someone or has that someone or has had that someone to change them, whether it be in a good way or a bad way. So I was like, babe changed me. Like, babe changed me. And then I thought about it. Okay, let me put it again. I used to hang out every night. Babe changed me. So, and when we put it down, I put it out at the trail ride. That Monday, man, there was so many calls. And, like, since then, it's just all over. Like, I'm booked every weekend since then, like, since the end of May to, like, December now. Right, and I got some opportunities on the table right now that we're looking at, but we still just grind mode right now and putting the albums out. But yeah, the video's out. Babe changed me, and it's doing crazy. It's like I didn't expect it to move this fast, but what we've seen as far as bookings and all that thing. But man, we blessed, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, Babe changed me.
I want to go ahead and give you the opportunity to introduce your track to the Endie Fiya listening audience for the very first time.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the premiere, the world premiere of Babe Changed Me. So if you got that someone that made you stop hanging out all night long, get yourself together and better yourself and support you and hold you accountable, this your song, Babe Changed Me.
I used to hang out, found me a really good. I used to hang out. I don't do the thing I used to do. I used to hang out every night, every night, every night. Yeah. I used to hang out every night, every night, every night. They changed me. They changed me. They changed me. They changed me. I work hard all week, yeah. And when Friday comes, I will run them streets, y'all, yeah, until the morning sun. From the king of diamonds to Boogaloo. But then Charlie came around and she really put it down. Made me give up my crew. I ain't saying I don't feel like to go out and party all around the clock. But can't nobody party like my shawty, 'cause my shawty just don't stop. I used to hang out every night, every night, every night. I used to hang out every night, every night, every night. Oh, they changed me. They changed me. They changed me. They changed me. I used to be a player, baby, but now I'm just a one-woman man. I used to have about 5 Keishas, 3 Felicias, a Kim and a Mary Ann. But when Babe came in my life, I knew something wasn't the same. You got me suited and booted, I'm living newly, 'cause my whole life has changed. I ain't saying I don't feel like to go out and party all around the clock. But can't nobody party like my shawty, 'cause my shawty just don't stop. I used to hang out every night, every night, every night. I used to hang out, every night, every night, every night. They changed me. They just changed me, baby. They changed me. They just changed me, baby. They changed me. They just changed me, baby. They changed me. This song dedicated for all the good men out there that had to change their wicked ways just for Babe. And if you got a Babe right now, then grab her real, real tight and say, I love you, babe. Say, you changed me, babe. You changed me, babe.
Hey now, what's good? It's your girl, Gina Blackwell, C-Town Records, Mistress of Soul. And you're on the air with the hottest independent station, Endie Fiya, with your host, Nakia, giving you that heat right here on the station, bringing you all of the hottest hip-hop hits, Endie Fiya.
Thank you, Jana. If you're just tuning in, you're live right here on Endie Fiya with your girl, Nakia. And my very special guest this evening, singer, songwriter, producer, a.k.a. the gentleman of Southern Soul, Sky Whatley. And that right there was Babe Changed Me. Look, somebody, this is why we're audio only, because if you could see my face the entire time that song played, now you guys want to message me. I'm going to have to go back and listen to the song because I really couldn't enjoy it like I needed to enjoy it, because I have a hashtag, right, Sky? It's called Boyfriend of the Week, right? And my listening audience knows, like, the hashtag is as it sounds, right? Boyfriend of the Week. And so somebody messaged me and they were like, you know, when did they change you? You know, when is they going to change you? Like, I'm getting all these messages, like, you guys violating, like, you're disrespectful tonight. That's all I'm going to say. I couldn't even enjoy the song, but I believe we're going to get it in rotation simply because I know the song is moving. I know what the song is doing. So don't leave me alone. No, ain't nobody changed me. No. No.
I set him up with the alley-oop.
Yeah, whatever. Y'all, I ain't even going to tell you what you could do. I'm going to be respectful to you guys tonight, all right? That was whatever. Whatever. All right, so I know what this song is doing. Let's talk about your recent songs compare them to your older songs, all right? We would hope that our newer music, what we put out now, we develop, we grow as artists.
Right.
That's what that's what the plan is. That we want to see growth in ourselves. But how would you say that your newer music has changed from when you first started? Not first started, quote unquote hood rock, but as you first started as a Southern soul artist, how has your newer music changed?
I mean, as far as just from like an art standpoint, back in the day, I couldn't even play my songs to my parents. You know what I'm saying? Like, or like my family members that are older and stuff like that, because they're like, what the, like. But now it's like fun. I can play it. My mom, she plays. Her friends listen to it. Like, she called me like, oh, they heard the song. This person heard the song. They love it, love it, love it. So it's just like more like grown. Like you should grow and evolve, and your music should reflect your growth, I think, right? And I think it does. Like I'm saying, like, it's a different environment I can play with. I'm interacting with different people, learning more stuff, like older people sharing stories, and just seeing their smile to see my growth as an artist and as a person. And I don't think it's a negative light or anything. It's in positive light, which we need right now in our community, right? So I just think the different beginning then I can play it for people that I want respect from, right? Basically.
With Southern soul music, how important is it to you that you're able to see the human connection in your music? Not that you're just putting your music out or putting a track out to say that I'm getting a song out and it's out there and I'm continuously putting new music out, but that when people hear my music, they're feeling something. It's resonating within them.
Right.
How important is that to you?
So it's funny, like of course me, doing shows now, interact with people, hearing stories, but I'm surprised by how many guys, like the males that appreciate the record, right? Especially I guess at my age and like where we at in life, right? It's a lot of guys like, boy, you don't even understand, like my babe right now, all that stuff you saying, she slowed me down. She made me if I didn't take this route, I would have went down this right. Or I was down the road in prison and everything. She stayed down with me and changed me when I got out, got me back on my feet. So I'm hearing it from like guys, like you, from all walks of life, like from the roughest, toughest hood guys saying, bro, I fuck with that. So can I cuss on here? I'm sorry. But like, bro, I rock with that. I fucked with it, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, like I said earlier, like a lot of these people don't went through stuff and had that real one that stay down. It ain't just men who, like, as far as women too, just had somebody who stay down when they going through their lows, you know what I'm saying? Not just when they up, when they got their bag up, like, you know what I'm saying, like when they undropped that bag or ran through some stuff trying to get to it. So I get a lot of, like, DMs and calls or comments on at the show, like, bruh, you don't even know, dog. Like, this one right here, she a real one. That Bay Tame is for real. So yeah, it's love, man, and I'm rocking with it.
That's deep right there. That's deep. I know, as well as, you know, your fans and your supporters, that you have been nominated for an ATL's Hottest Entertainment Award.
Yep.
What is this honor? What does that mean to you?
I mean, it means a lot, right? Because, like, I got them in, you know, with JT Money, we got the Billboard, Who Dat, and all that stuff like that, Chevy Game Awards. But, like, I was featured on other artist stuff, right? But for me to really, you know, Atlanta to recognize me and be so young in this game, like, I only been in this game 3 months. People don't know that, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm jumping over a lot, not jumping over, like, disrespectful, but, like, I'm moving. It's moving, right?
Yeah.
And to get that recognition by some credible, you know, award shows in Atlanta, where Atlanta is dominated by, you know, the hip-hop heavy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
Mentioned, not only just be nominated and have that support to be recognized, man. I'm loving it. I'm blessed. I feel blessed, even win or not. Just the recognition to, you know, to be recognized is a blessing within itself. But we put this work in, and you never know where God's going to take it, and wherever you take it, we're going to be there, right? So I'm blessed, and I appreciate it. You know, I appreciate all the supporters who voted so far, all the other artists and all the other genres. You know, it's just love, and like I say, hey, we all in this together.
That's right. Now, everybody knows that I'm a stalker in a good way. I like to know and be as informed about my guests, you know, as much as I can prior to them coming on the show. So, you know, I was on your page doing a little homework or whatever, and I saw a picture of you and ex-Atlanta Mayor Kasim Reed. And I saw that you made a statement, community impact. How does your brand reach the community?
So a lot of people don't know, I'm the vice president of a large African-American financial institution here in Atlanta. I just left the largest financial institution to join this as a community management for the Atlanta area, Atlanta's community. So I do a lot of community work with underserved communities of Atlanta. They got a lot of gentrification going on right now, so helping them not sell, giving them options to keep their properties or the taxes raised, trying to, you know, strategize them ways so they can, you know, keep their stuff that their family had for so long, right? So I'm with the mayor, ex-mayor, the new mayor, a lot of civil rights people in Atlanta and you know, artists and different things of that nature. Pastor Troy, we're working on some stuff in the community. Of course, Killer Mike and all those people like that. But that's what I do. That's my like passion. I love, you know, giving back, putting in, you know, the work, volunteering, trying to pass it. I stand on the shoulders of the one that came before me, respectfully, right? And trying to be that bridge from the older generation to the new generation. Because a lot of times when we're dealing with a lot of these young kids, a lot of older people, they don't holler at them or connect with them. They just ride past them. Don't ask them what's up. But, you know, you got to get down on a level with them, and you got to listen to them. You can tell them all day, this is what you need to do, this you got to do. You got to listen to the little homies on what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because they got input. They out there seeing. They experienced it. It's their time to experience. So we need to understand, you know, how can we reach them? What can we meet at to connect to you know, in that emotional connection, right? Because emotional connection is more important than any connection. Where you can that's letting you know that they trust you. And, you know, once they do that, they're willing to listen and willing to make that step towards, you know, trying to join a team or combine so we can resolve these issues in the community.
Yes, you got to reach them on their level. Yes.
Right.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I want to jump into the second track that we have from you this evening. Walk us through what the creative processes were like for creating Addicted to Balling.
Right. So Addicted to Balling. Oh, this Pastor Troy called her one second. Okay. Yeah, so Addicted to Balling was my cousin Big Hen. We did it years ago, probably like 20 years ago, but it always was a fun record. It wasn't, the timing wasn't right. It was a more churchy kind of vibe, but we was just playing with it like soul, hood rock, trying to make it work, but it didn't work then. But when I started doing this, I was like, man, I got to go back and get that hook. So, we put it out, and then this guy named Sir Charles Jones, that's like the GOAT of Southern Soul. That's like the biggest you get in Southern Soul.
Yes.
So his artist is Bad News. He's like the one of the only rappers in Southern Soul, but he's blowing like big, and we connected on some just I rock with you type vibe. He heard the record. I was like, man, I think you'll be good on this. He hit me back, hey, let's do it. We dropped the remix on it now. We're going to get ready to shoot the video. It's the DJs. It's like shooting up too. Like I'm getting called on it like I did with Bay Changing. Like it's crazy how DJ like, oh, I'm rocking with this guy. It's up tempo, and especially live. When I get it live, like it's really that's my turn up right there. So this is the Addicted to Ballin'. Like anybody, I say Bay changed me, but I'm addicted to balling. You know what I'm saying? So every now and then I still like to go out there and do my thing, pop a few balls, talk a little shit. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, for sure. Yeah. Bad News. News Williams, Addicted to Balling.
Addicted to Ballin', Sky Whatley. Tell me what you think, guys. I actually got a chance to listen to that one with no interruptions. Except I got a special request for a song from someone. I don't think I've ever had this happen. I got a special request for a song. So we're going to play a song in just a minute, but I got to get the song first, all right? So in the meantime, you got a caller. So let's see.
All right.
I know. So I live right here on Endie Fiya with Nakia and my very special guest, the gentleman of Southern Soul music, Sky Whatley. Who do we have on the line this evening? They always get shy when I pull them in. Now they've been on the call the entire time, but they get shy when I pull them in. They don't want to talk. Let me see, 404. I know that's like
that's
the
Atlanta
area code, right? Yeah, that's the
Atlanta
area code. You don't want to talk? All right, cool. I'm gonna one more time. You don't want to talk? All right, cool. I'm gonna put you back on mute. All right. Thank you for calling in. We appreciate you. Let me see. All right. So, what would you like your fans, your followers, your listening audience, your supporters? What one thing would you like for them to remember about Sky Whatley when it's all said and done? Not necessarily on your deathbed, but when you're done with this music, what would you like for them to remember?
That I ain't sell out for the music. I had many chances to do deals and do all this stuff, but I had to stay grounded. I'm a people person. I don't want to be too high where I can't touch the ground, right? Grassroots. I'm just for the people, man. I'm a people person. Everybody know that when I come, I don't be in the back. All that. I'm out there with the people. They had to tell me to get back there because I like to just kick it, you know what I'm saying? So just a people person, man, down to earth.
And if I know there are a lot of things that push us as artists to stay in this industry. There are a lot of things that could stop us and block us in this industry as well. There's a lot of obstacles, and barriers that could stop us. But what one word would you say motivates your drive in this industry? Would it be desire? Would it be pride? Would it be joy? Would it be passion? And why?
It'd be blessings.
Blessings. Let me add that one to the list.
Yeah, I mean, because the thing with me, I thought when I pray for this, I ask God, let me be a blessed to be a blessing, right? I got stuff like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, but I ain't good where I can just go and just donate and give without, losing without, you know what I'm saying? So give me be a blessing where I can get to that level where I can just give and donate and like I say, my people, the community stuff that I'm around, like be a blessing to be a blessing. So that's my prayer.
Blessings, yes. Let me add that one. I like it. I love it. And before I play this last track,
what track is that?
I got to get it. I'm trying to get it. Hold on. All right. So if there is if there's an aspiring artist who's listening now, and they say to themselves, I've listened to Sky Whatley, you know what I'm saying? I've been over there on his Instagram page. I've seen what he's doing. I love everything he's doing, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like I got what it takes to get to the next level, but I'm kind of stuck. I don't even know where that next level is.
Right.
What piece of advice could you offer to this aspiring artist to say, hey, what? This is what you need to do. This is the steps that I took. These are the obstacles that I had to overcome or whatever the case may be. What piece of advice could you offer to that artist?
So I would tell them first and foremost is to set a realistic expectation, short term, something you want to reach, like in the next week or two, like just making progress. Set that expectation. Have checkpoints in between it. When you get to the checkpoints, you reevaluate everything and seeing what worked, what didn't work, remove what didn't work or why it didn't work, was a skill set, will set, or whatever it was in your team or you, remove it, adjust it, approach the goal again, right? And then in the middle of that, celebrate small wins, small victories. That's going to keep you going along with your passion. But if you're just setting a big goal and you don't have any checkpoints or no realistic checkpoints or goals in between that to get to that point, you're going to only see the bigger goal. You're going to see the ones, the first base, the second base, the third base. You're just going to see home runs swinging all day. So set that expectation realistically, a goal that you can accomplish to make you making progress. Say if it's I just want to get this many followers in this month or this many plays on YouTube. It don't have to be 1 million but grow your base a little bit at a time. I want to make sure, one thing I tell artists right now, every day you should post content once or twice a day. I don't care if you just say, hey, have a great day. Change a picture, put a different color filter on it, something like that. Every day you should have content out there. You know, that's getting you in the game. That's keeping you relevant in the game. You're staying out there. You're keeping your face out there. You might not even have music. It's coming soon. Staying out there, working these social media platforms. They're free, a lot of them, so you're just taking advantage of that. But set realistic expectations and have checkpoints and hold yourself accountable. And the people around you, make sure they want to win. And if they not, then you get them out the way.
Ooh, that last part just resonated. Just really resonated. Accountability and the people on your team, if they're not for you, get out of the way, guys. You know I rock solo. I'm sorry, Monica. I'm so I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. My assistant is probably in Germany right now, rolling her eyes. Like, she do what?
Them are important people too, yeah.
Yeah, you do have to be mindful of the company that you keep. But I did post something, last week. People are so, do-it-yourselfers. I know everybody wants to do everything by themselves now. I get it. And you always are worrying about, if people are really there for you. I get it. I understand that. But at times you can't always do things by yourself. So vet your people, you know what I'm saying, and make sure you got the right people in your corner. When you do find solid people that are there for you, my assistant has been with me for 14 years. She now lives in Germany and is still my assistant. So when you find those solid people that hold you down and got your back and do your shit for you, hang on to those people. But again, guys, when I ask that last question, and these artists, authors, entrepreneurs, when they drop these gems on you, again, make sure you soak all of this knowledge up. Because, again, a lot of this information is tried and true. These artists, they've gone through this themselves. They've had to step over, a lot of this to make sure that it works for them. And so it has worked for them. They know what is best. And so you're somewhere that they've already been, and now you're trying to get to that level and beyond. And don't just apply it to your life as an artist, but if it's applicable to your everyday life, apply it. A lot of what artists are saying, I've been able to use it on my 9-to-5 in my other business. So I drop these down just like you should be doing. So by all means, accountability.
They all transfer.
If you can't be accountable yourself, get you an accountability partner. All right, somebody's that's going to hold you accountable for, what it is you're trying to achieve. And as he said, small goals, get those small goals and achieve the small I said this just last week. The small task, don't come up with these long, I got what I want to do in December. Let's start with what you want to accomplish by the end of this week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then by the end of next week, small tasks. Yeah. All right? I'm going to get off my pedestal. I'm going to do that. I believe I have that track that was requested. Let's talk about it just a little bit.
What is it?
I think I lost the name of it. I don't even know. I think I lost the name of it. How about I play it, and then we'll come back and talk about it.
All right. Let's do it.
Let's do that.
You got this fantasy in your head about getting out of the life and setting that other world on its ear. What the fuck are you gonna do except hustle? Besides pimping.
I'm gonna take you all around the globe. Dress you up and go in all the finer clothes. I'll take you out of diamonds. I know that's your friend.
And all you gotta do is just
give me your love, 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 on, baby. Ooh. Show enough, here's your love. Give me your love. Give me your love. Give me your love. Oh, baby. Give me your love. Give me your love. Give me your love. Come on, baby. Give me your love. Your love. Give me your love. Come on, baby. Give me your love.
Give me your love. That the person who requested this said that was their jam. Yeah, I think that's my jam right there too. See, sometimes you got to take it back a little bit.
Oh yeah, Curtis Mayfield, rest in peace, man. Super fly.
That's my jam too, girl. That's my jam. Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to add that to the show. I see. I've been getting a lot of requests on that.
Yes, you need. Well, I had to shoot myself. I was over here. I got to sit down. I'm tired now because I was over here dancing. I wasn't supposed to be dancing tonight, but yeah, I'm.
I appreciate it, man. Appreciate the love.
You should have sent that. Look, I can't even talk right now. Yes, give me your love. Stop asking the name of it. Y'all don't pay attention. Give me your love.
Give me your love. It's on YouTube. It's on. I just put on. It's on YouTube too. I got it on YouTube.
It's on YouTube too. Yes. Hey, y'all, don't pay attention. All right, I want to go ahead and give you the opportunity to get all of your contact information out for those who may be listening live, for those who may go back and listen to one of the many playback shows. Let them know about all of your upcoming tour stops. I know because there's a lot of them. We got some September, we got some October, we got some November. We got man, it's big. All right, so let them know where you're coming up next. Let them know where they can see you at from Georgia to Florida to Alabama. Let them know where you're going to be at. All your contact information out if they want to book you, if they want to purchase your music, whatever. They may have contact with you. The floor is now yours.
All right, cool. So yeah, Sky Whatley. I'm on all the platforms at Sky Whatley, SKYWHATLEY. Like I said, so this week, Miami, I'm doing Rick Ross Mansion in Davie on Saturday. Sunday, I'm back in Atlanta, Poker Jones event, and I just got booked again at Tito's where I was at last night. I did a special appearance last night with Jeter Jones. We're working on a record. Be there next Sunday also, so 2 days next Sunday. Following that, I'm in Opelika, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama coming up. The Trail Ride, 101. Shout out to 101, Yolanda, Kim, everyone out there in the 101 Cowboys. We're going to be at the Trail Ride October 1st. That's going to be in Rockmore, Georgia, my hometown. Like I said, 100 acres out there, man. 3 days, 1st and the 2nd. October 30th. September 30th, October 1st and 2nd. That's going to be big. We got that coming up. I got Jackson, Mississippi coming up. North Carolina, Wake Forest. I'll be posting all that on my social media, though, because a lot of the flyers aren't done yet. But, yeah, it's going to be Regina Hooks and all that. It's going to be some good things going on in Alabama that I'm coming to do. But I'd like to give a shout-out to Yolanda, of course. Yeah, YG, my manager, road manager, y'all get a touch. 404-640-9696 for booking. Shout out to Doc Love, my boy Tap, Trail Ride Shawty, everybody out there in Yorkville that be showing that love, Rocktown, NWGA, Northwest Georgia, Atlanta. All of that, yourself for giving me the opportunity to get on your platform and share my talent to your fan base and your listeners. I appreciate the love. Like I say, y'all tap in, man. This just beginning. We got some big records we about to drop, man. I got something that's about to change the game, I think, from what we doing with these records is already out. So we're just having fun with it. I'm just trying to get in my lane. I ain't trying to knock nobody. I ain't trying to, come in and do none of that. I'm just playing my game, adding value to the game. And that way we keep it going. It's growing real big. We got a movie idea that's coming out of it right now. So we just out here working. I appreciate everybody. Y'all tap in, share that video. Bay Cheney video is online right now. We about to shoot Addicted to Ballin' video with Bad News Williams. But shout out to everybody out there that, that's showing me love and help. Antonis, all of them. Yeah, so we going to do the 278 Entertainment.
Guys, you heard it. He gave you all the locations, so if you can't make all of them, Don't miss all of them, all right? He gave you the booking information as well. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dia Grubber will be here, and then on Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Richie Evans or somebody who will fill in his place will be here. Okay? That's all I got.
Love, peace,
I want to
love,
thank
peace,
you,
and
Sky
happy.
Whatley, for being here with me this evening. You could have been anywhere, but you were here giving so freely of yourself and your time to me and my listening audience. So thank you. Once you're on the show, you become a part of the family. You're welcome back at any time. All right? Guys,
Thank you so much.
Back here tomorrow night. Have a good night.
Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. Entertainment, news, and daily inspiration for everyone. Entertainment, news, daily inspiration for everyone, yeah.